Hello, my name is Leo and welcome to a new day of Vesper5. We are coming right down to the closing days of Vesper5. Yesterday, we talked about all the different things that happened in the game, and today, I'd like to do at least the first half, maybe 75 episodes or so worth, of what I talked about in Vesper5 that happened in the real life. So let's go. Well, we started off by, in the first few episodes, just talking about Vesper5 actually, about how cool a game it was and how you guys should play it. And honestly, if you guys haven't played this game, and sure, even if you've watched all of my videos and you've seen the entire game, I still urge you to download it and play it, because it's been a big part of my life these past 150 days. Every day, without fail, I've had to force myself to, make a move. We're just about to make our move to the right, in fact. So here we go. Yep, that is definitely the end. 2 days from now, it must be. It must be the end. That's the only way I can consider it. But so after we talked about how cool a game it was, at the time Borderlands 2 was on its way, and I was getting all excited about Borderlands 2 because Skyrim had I'd done everything that I could in Skyrim at the time. I think that we're up to halfway at that point. Dragonborn was a glint in someone's eye at that point. So Borderlands, I was gearing Borderlands 2 to be my new Skyrim game. And I might have got a little bit overzealous with having 4 different playthroughs, but whatever. I still am enjoying Borderlands 2. On the note of Borderlands 2, there was a debate going on about whether or not I should get the PS2 version or the Xbox version. I was thinking the PS2 version simply because then I wouldn't need to pay for Xbox Live, which is something that I don't personally believe in. I don't think you should have to pay extra money to play games online that you've already purchased. The only downside to that was that 2 things. One, I don't particularly like the PlayStation controller for first-person shooters. I like the left stick on the Xbox controller where, it's a bit up. That just, I don't know, it just feels right for me. And the other thing was, obviously we wanted to do co-op, and I've only got 1 controller. But both of those problems were pretty much solved when I bought myself a controller that actually has the left stick aligned just like the Xbox, although the triggers are a little bit different, but that isn't necessarily a bad thing. They're kind of cool in a way. And it was corded, which is good, because obviously the wireless, I'm not a fan of wireless. Just the fact that I've got to keep plugging in, I got to keep recharging it all the time. Mind you, I usually just had it plugged in all the time anyway. After that, well, at the time was the No Holds Barred Radio Telethon. If you guys didn't know, you can go back and watch those videos. They're fairly early on in the playlist. But also, please visit www.noholdsbarredradio.com, or actually, sorry, it's www.nhbradio.com. It's a really good original talk comedy radio, pretty much the best all original talk comedy radio on the internet, and they have shows almost every night. That's night American time. It's kind of brunch for Australians, but I urge you to check them out. They're really funny. I mean, I first came onto them through iTunes, and they really reminded me of like the talkback radio stations of Grand Theft Auto. They were just like that. They were really similar. But anyway, that was that. And at the time was the actual NHB Radio Telethon, which I think I did a Vesper5 live during the telethon. I even had a show on the telethon, which is kind of cool. After that, what happened? Metal Gear Solid 4 came out with trophy support, which I was like, I don't really care. Wait, hang on. I pretty much done everything in the game, so I mean, fine. What are the achievements? What you got? And then it's like, oh, you don't have the achievements. You have to get them again. I'm like, oh really? That's shit. Well, that's okay. I've still got my awesome save. Oh no, sorry. I should have pointed this out. You have to start a fresh save in order to get the achievements. To which point I said, what? And then I was like, flip this. I've done everything on that list probably twice and so much more. Nah, not doing it. Anyway, and that was the last we saw Metal Gear Solid 4. After that, we switched from a Windows XP computer to a Windows 7 computer for a little while. I think that was because I was going over to Japan, and obviously the 7's computer is my laptop, and I was going to take that over there. Kind of boring. The only big thing about that was the fact that the in-game sound, the little in-game music, wouldn't work on my Windows 7 for whatever reason. Tokyo Jungle came out after that, and I got my hands on that, and that is a cool game. Blackjack of Leo and Friends really loves that game, and I do enjoy it. It's a fun little game, and you can check out our videos, on my YouTube channel for Leo and Friends Play Tokyo Jungle. It's pretty good. There's a new Tokyo Jungle video coming out once every 4 days now. And there's a Marvel Ultimate Alliance video coming out once every 4 days, and then a Mortal Kombat 9 video coming out every 2 days. Yeah, that was Tokyo Jungle. Good game, pretty good. It's really groundbreaking. I really enjoyed it, and a really good price. It was like $20 or something. Dude, yeah. At that point, I kind of needed to cut back a bit on my videos. I think at that point, I might have been doing like 7 videos a day, something like that. I know when Borderlands 2 came out, I was like, why? There was just way too many videos going on a day. I couldn't handle it. Especially, I mean, it was alright at the time, because my Japanese waifu was in Japan. I was living by myself. I was really just going to work, coming home, playing games all day. I knew that couldn't last. As soon as the Japanese waifu came home, she's home now, and I can vouch for what I said back then. There's no way. I just don't have enough time. I barely get enough time to do the videos that I do upload, which is like, at the moment, it's 3 videos plus a Vesper5. And one of those videos is a Leo and Friends play. Actually, wait. Yeah, one's a Borderlands video, one's a Skyrim video, and one's a Vesper5. And then some extra ones. There's extra ones that come out every Saturday, and then there's another extra one that comes out every Wednesday. That's the Japanese Skyrim is the Wednesday one, and the YOLO, or the One Life Challenge, comes out on the on Saturdays. So what did happen next? Got a list of all the things that I've done. Just going through like the titles and quickly having a look. I was gonna get. Oh, that's right. I was getting my hands on a new mic. I ended up getting a Snowball, which is a good investment, because the previous mic that we were using for Leo and Friends Play was not quite that good. It had a bit of a delay on it, which was really annoying. Not to mention, there was that one time with the Batman videos that I completely stuffed up the recording, and it just sounded horrible. So I realized, yeah, we should probably get a new mic. So I did. Put the money into it, got myself a new mic. Borderlands 2, the Necromancer class came out, and I was all excited about that, and I started playing that. And again, new playthrough for Borderlands, bringing the total tally of playthrough videos for Borderlands from 3 to 4, which is quite a lot for one game when you think about it. I started doing the Skyrim Daedric quests, which now are actually showing on my channel. I had paused them for a little bit while we did Dragonborn, but now I've decided to do Dragonborn and the Daedric quests sort of side by side, or one alternating days really. Check those out. I'm trying to get the one achievement that I haven't gotten yet for Skyrim, and that's the get all the Daedric artifacts. I never did it because I just played the game, you know, however I saw fit, and obviously sometimes I didn't get a Daedric artifact. So I'm trying to work my way through that. I think at the moment I'm actually not doing Daedric quests. I'm leveling up my character to a high enough level to do the next one, and also collecting a whole bunch of different elf blood that I need for the quest as well. What next? Avo and Blackjack actually came in, and they sat in on a few Vesper5 videos from time to time. It was a bit of a cluster F. Jack, for whatever reason, refused to talk, like the knob that he was. But, well, just that's Jack, I guess. We started doing Minecraft a bit more, and since there was I think there was an update for Minecraft, so we started that, and we started uploading some videos of Minecraft on request from a guy named Michael PM, who is one of my subscribers and watches my videos. Shout out to that guy. Borderlands started coming out with their DLC, starting with the Pirate Captain's Booty, Captain Scarlet's Pirate Booty DLC, and I started my way on that DLC with using the Necromancer, because the Necromancer, well, she's DLC too, so I figured, well, she can start being my DLC character. Otherwise, I'd have like 3 different characters all doing, you know, all doing the story mode, and that was a bit boring. What I ended up doing was I'd have Salvador the Gunzerker would actually, well, at the beginning he was doing all the quests, but then I got to a point where I'm like, because I did the Salvador played the videos first, obviously to get my reactions for the voice, and then the Axton, which was the shut up and play, second. I found that I was blitzing through the quests far too quickly with Axton, and I was sort of overtaking the Salvador playthrough. So what I decided was Axton would do all the quests, including sub-quests, and then Salvador would just do the main story missions, which is what we're doing now. And then obviously we've got Leo and Friends, where we're just doing everything in the main story, and then Necromancer is doing the DLC. So yeah, afterwards we played a game called Warheads, which is a really cool game if you can find it. It's probably abandonware somewhere. I've just had it for ages. It's a cool little, it's like Worms. It's like a Worms in space crossed with, well, it's Worms in space, really. It's a fun little, you know, party aim and shoot sort of game, and try to hit your opponent. And Avajack, we played all that together. Then I was getting ready to go to Japan. I was all excited about Japan. That was cool. Not just Japan though. I was also excited about Dragonborn coming out, and I was, ooh yeah, Dragonborn. And I can safely say that my hype is well deserved, because it's a good DLC. It's better than Dawnguard, absolutely. I don't know if I can say it's better than the main game. Yeah, we can't really say that. I mean, the main game was, it's a whole game, whereas this is just DLC. But it's still, you know, it's really good. But what else happened? We played Sonic 1, started uploading some Sonic 1 videos, which of course are still there if you wanted to go back into my playlist. And obviously there's a Sonic 2 as well, and some other, obviously a whole bunch of other games that you can watch. Then we went to Japan, and this is probably the most interesting part of my daily vlog, if you will, because every day I sort of did something new in Japan and I talked about it. I played a whole bunch of Taiko no Tatsujin, which is a rhythm drumming arcade game where there's like a big ass drum, and it's really simple but really fun. and I played that game so much. I ate a whole bunch of sushi, because it's like like a plate with like 3 sushi on it is like $1. So you can eat like, you know, 30 pieces of sushi for like $10. So good, and it's so much better quality than you get in Australia, and no doubt better quality than America as well. Oh yeah, there was that one night when, because I was staying at my my Japanese waifu's house, or sorry, my Japanese waifu's parents' house, and there was one night I was just about to start my Vesper5, and at that moment, Japanese waifu's mum burst in the room, started saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do my daily exercises, and I want you to do my daily exercises with me," and totally train wrecked my entire video, because I was like, not right now, I mean, I'm doing a video here, hello, but yeah, that was a bit embarrassing. What happened after that? Thumbnails. I was a bit bored when I was in Japan, sometimes, because a lot of times I wasn't really doing a lot of things, apart from the times when I went out, of course. I decided, yeah, you know what, I'm going to make thumbnails for all my videos, because it's something that I, you know, sorely needed. So I went through and I did thumbnails for all my videos, which at the time it was like 500 thumbnails. And then obviously I did more than that, because I stockpiled thumbnails for the future, for future videos. And that took quite a while. I also stuffed up doing thumbnails, because I did like 100 thumbnails for Skyrim, with the number of the video in the bottom right corner of the thumbnail, without realizing that on the thumbnail it shows the time, and that totally covered up the number. So then I moved it to the center, and you might notice if you look at my just the plain Skyrim videos, the ones that I'm releasing right now, but they don't appear on the main screen, you'll have to go to the feed to check them out, or just go to the Elder Scrolls Skyrim Continued playlist. The actual numbers are sort of still, they're in the center, the bottom center of the thumbnail, but they're still sort of covered up. At that point I was like, stuff it, I don't care anymore, I'm not doing them again. It took so long to do them the first time, and the second time. What else about Japan? Oh yeah, I found the Japanese version of Skyrim, and I was like, oh wow, it's been a while since Vesper5's shown the escape thing. It took a long time. Normally it you know, it says, dude, you gotta press escape, man, you gotta quit the game. But yeah, I found the Japanese Skyrim, and I ended up buying it because it had Japanese voices, and I've been playing it. It's really good. I wasn't gonna do. I mean, I was tossing up whether or not to do maybe a shut up and play, so you guys can. There wasn't really any interest until one guy goes, yeah, do it. I'm like, okay, fine. That's all I need. One person to say do it, and I'll do it. That's how easy I am. Hey guys, that's how easy I am. If you request a game, I'll probably do it. But so make a request if you know. I should put a list of like all the games I've got. That's what I should do. Because with the One Life Challenge that we're doing once a week, we've got a list of all the games we own, which is just over, well, it's about 1,100 games collectively between myself, Avo, and Blackjack. And we randomly pick a game and we play it. That's the game that comes out once every Saturday, called Under YOLO. But what I should do is I should just post that list, and you guys, if you wanted to request a game, then we'll just play that game as well. Not part of YOLO, just part of, you know, just, I don't know, general playing of games. I might look into that. If you guys are interested in that, leave a comment. You probably were interested in it, but you probably actually aren't listening right now because this is long and boring and no one gives a shit, but oh well, I like to rant. Anyway, we're almost done for this episode anyway. I just got to finish my my Japanese trip. So yeah, so the Japanese Skyrim, and now of course those videos are going up. I did a bit of Ayazume, which is basically in Minecraft terms, it's lapis lazuli, just blue tie-dyeing basically, and that was kind of fun. I also bought myself an airsoft gun. I bought a Desert Eagle .50 airsoft gun. It was so fun to use. It was just a really shame with the gun laws in Australia that I wasn't able to bring it back. So it's still over there, so tucked away somewhere in my Japanese waifu's parents' house. Then we went, one night we went for all-you-can-eat shabu shabu, which is so good. It was like $50, and you can just order all the meat you want. Just, oh man, I'm getting hungry now. Alright, enough about food. But then, unfortunately, as all things happen, it had to end, and I had to say goodbye to Japan, which was a bit sad, because I really enjoyed the time that I've been to Japan a bunch of times, and every time I go there, I really enjoy it. But before I did go to Japan, though, the night before I went to Japan, I saw a sneak peek of the new Evangelion movie, the third one, which I don't think has actually been released in the theaters in Japan even now. But that was I didn't even know it was on. I was just flicking channels, and it just so happened that I just caught the beginning of it. And I was like, "What is this? What is Evangelion?" Oh. I'm a huge Evangelion fan, so it made me jazzman. It made me nerd it all over myself. But yeah, again, I had to say goodbye to Japan and return back to the land of Oz. And I think that's where we'll stop for now. Tomorrow we might talk a bit more about what I did in the real world after coming back from Japan, which was around November last year, I think. But that's going to do it for today. So tomorrow we'll move to the right, talk a bit more about what we did. But for now, my name is Leo, and I will see you next time.